rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys, Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuare, reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
What's up?
Hello. You all giddy.
Hey, check out the TikTok. We got some cash. Get ready to be given away starting this week. So y'all need to stay locked in. It's gonna be random stuff. It ain't all gonna be basketball. We just wanna vibe with y'all. We want y'all to vibe with us. So stay tuned, stay posted to the TikTok. Watch the posts, watch the stories. I'm giving out quick cash. It ain't gonna be no 2 or 3 days and this and that. It's gonna be quick. You gotta be on there. Get that free, easy money. Because who don't like free, easy money?
So make sure y'all get on there and you follow and you support and you promote. Because the more love you show, the more love we show. It's too easy. Mutual agreements.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of showing love, let's show Luka some love.
Yes, sir.
Luka. That boy be balling. Now, we're gonna take a pause. We're not gonna talk about no championships and no first, second, third, fourth, fifth place. We finna just give this man his flowers. He doing stuff that nobody his age is doing. Nobody in his class is doing. He is a beast. And sometimes, it look like if you don't really watch Luka, it may seem like he's just a real stat patter, I guess is what they call it. But if you know a little bit about basketball, they run their entire offense through this man. Now, we know that, you're not going to win championships when you have to run an offense through one single person and he's the only one doing something. But their entire offense is ran through him, and he has the ball a good 16, 17 out of the 24 seconds. And he making it count.
Yeah.
He is making it count. He is accounted for dang near 50, 60% of that team's points through assists and scoring his dang self. That boy is a monster. Got 6 triple doubles, 6 35-point triple doubles in a row. He tied with Russell Westbrook his MVP season, and then he just broke the record and got 6, putting him above the Oscar Robinsons, the Russell Westbrooks, the Wilts, the Bills, the LeBrons. Like that's
The
Draymonds.
Draymonds.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Draymond ever gave you a 30-point triple double.
Draymond a 10-10-10.
Yeah. I think he ever gave you a 30-point. But yes, in his prime, he was definitely a solid 12-10-10 all day. But this is nice. This is nice. Shout out to that boy, Dallas Mavericks, Luka.
What I say, boy, like we're gonna give him his props, but you're getting ahead of yourself when you say he's above Oscar Robertson or Westbrook.
With that record set right
With
there.
this, yes, he's accomplished something that they didn't. But when you got Mr. Triple Double Senior, Mr. Triple Double Junior, and
we talking about this record here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, you made the comment, so I'm telling you, pump your brakes until this man averages a triple double for a season. Don't ever fix your lips to say that he's above.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about the record.
But I said, watch your mouth.
Talking about the record he just set. We giving him
that's
his
cool.
flowers
We can get that
for the
man
record.
Kudos. But watch
he just said
your mouth.
He passed them up with the record. 6 35-point triple
He did
doubles.
something that they didn't do. Yes. Big ups to that boy Luka, because it ain't just 30. It's 35 plus. And he ended it against a boo-boo ass team. But either way it go, he ended it with 39, 10, and 10.
There we go.
No, I'm saying against the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? That's a boo-boo team.
So you ain't gotta say all that.
It's
I
cool.
said,
He still got the record. I'm not hating on that man. It's just when you say
yeah,
he's past Russell Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you just say something as
no,
specific
we we
as
we we
he
talking
passed
about
Russell Westbrook's record.
the specific record he just made
All
history
right.
with.
I just had to make
We
sure I
talking
clarified
about
that.
don't do
I've
that.
been smacked you
No,
across your
don't
noggin.
don't do that.
Now
Don't do
you
that.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right.
Don't take from Luka. So now we just need to get some wins. We need to make these wins because most of those was losses. We need wins. I give up the triple doubles for some wins. I take 5, 5, and 25 if we win.
Yeah.
We need the wins.
Nas Reed, I wish we would have picked him up. Wish we had picked him up. But yeah, hey, big up to Luka Doncic. Big up to that man. Wasn't praying on his downfall or nothing.
Who we play next? Because I don't
Just
know.
really
Nervous.
hoping y'all lost to the Heat. They dropped the ball.
Oh man, we got
Y'all
that one
did
was a
that.
close one. That was a close one. I
Y'all
was
play tomorrow.
nervous.
Y'all play the Bulls. So hopefully the Bulls, pull a magic trick out like they did against us. And then y'all play us at home on Wednesday.
Is Steph gonna be back by then?
Should be. They're gonna reevaluate him on the 13th.
13th is Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
He might not be playing.
So he just resting up. Nice little ankle tweak.
Y'all play tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, we play
Spurs.
Spurs again. Yep. They just smacked us up.
Wemby Yamalis.
No Wemby, no Vassell. Yeah.
I didn't even see the game, so I can't speak on it.
I watched the game, bro. It's like every team we play against be sparking our ass up from the three. Like when I was watching the Bulls and they was all like, God damn. Them Bulls, I mean, granted, I think they only made like 13 or 17 threes, but just watching the game, it was like, that's how it was with the Spurs. I'm like, boy, they be
they
moving that
did.
rock.
They did. They was raining a little bit. What's the dude name? What's his
Which
name?
one? What team?
The Spurs. He was hitting
Kobe
them
White?
trees.
The Sumu?
No. I can't remember. But it was. I watched some highlights of the game. And dude was chopping. I'm like, who is this guy?
Was he dark skin?
Mm-hmm.
Did he got like locks, long hair or something?
I think so. I can't
Because
remember.
that's the Sumu.
Yeah, that's who it was that was chopping. No, I ain't talking about the Bulls. I'm talking about the Spurs.
Oh, the Spurs, man.
Yeah,
Some it
dude.
was some dude low cut. Some dude that only
Yeah,
know his name like Barlow,
so
Barlow, something
I
like
said,
that.
why is he chopping? Who is this guy?
Bro, the Spurs was chopping Trey Jones. I'm like, Jesus.
I say, who is this guy shooting like this? Clay gave y'all the points you be wanting him to score, but it wasn't enough.
He ain't getting my. Like we ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about them.
Let's get on to our boy LeBron.
On me. We get this right. Bada boom, bada bing.
All right, so I saw a post. I don't know how true it is, but I saw a post you say you and Quill was talking about a little bit that LeBron James averaged around 25 points for 20 seasons consecutively. And they say that the closest to him averaging 25 points a season consecutively was KD, Kobe, and Michael Jordan, which was at 11, I believe, something like that. We also know that LeBron James just went past Kareem and past 40,000 points in total scoring. Is it safe to say, we ain't talking about finisher, we're just talking about overall score, putting the ball in the hoop. Is it safe to say that LeBron James is the greatest scorer? And I'm just looking for y'all opinions. What y'all think? What you think?
What do you say?
Based off of those credentials, it's like You talking about one game? I'm pretty much gonna take those other three guys over LeBron. I'm taking Michael and Kobe for sure, and maybe even KD. If KD is healthy, he's so fragile and just but just KD's scoring ability. We talking about one game or a 7-game series, a playoff series. I'm taking those three guys over LeBron as far as scoring. But you talking about an entire season, longevity, and just versatile because LeBron can learn to score from everywhere on the court. He's increased his 3-point shot, and we know he can score down low. And coming downhill, he's the best coming downhill. He's way better than all three of them coming downhill. So I guess it depends on what you're looking for. You're talking about a game/7-game series, but overall score, you know me, I'm a LeBron fan. He's my second favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
In a game, I'm gonna say I'm personally gonna say yeah, I think LeBron is the greatest scorer of all time, and for him to still be able to go this hard, playing against people that was 1 or 2 years old when he came into the league and still put up these type of numbers, yeah, that's a testament to itself.
So for me, when I hear score, I think it identifies you. It identifies your offensive mindset. That's what you look to do. And it can kind of work in a way of limiting you. That's what that person is limited to offensively. I don't look at LeBron James as a scorer. I think LeBron James is somewhat like a jack of all trades, but he's like the good version. Typically, you get a jack of all trades. If y'all play 2K, you know they suck. Okay? LeBron James is a jack of all trades, is the jack of all trades, where he pretty much can just do it all, and he's actually good. He's actually great. I don't really think there's any limitations to his game offensively. I just don't really see it. So I couldn't call him a scorer. So when you look at a Jason Tatum, you call him a scorer, it fits because that's what he looks to do. That's what he brings to you offensively. That's why when Jason Tatum has 5 or more assists, it is such a highlight. And you start to talk about him playmaking. LeBron James has 5 or 6 assists. You're like, wow, he didn't really do anything, right? Right? Exactly. So I don't think LeBron James will ever be in a conversation. When you heard of prolific scores, you heard of Carmelo Anthony's in his earlier years, mid years, right? With LeBron James. You heard of KD's. You heard players like that, right? Never heard of LeBron James in that conversation. Never. And it's just because he's so great offensively, LeBron James is going to play basketball. For the most part, he's not going to force it. He gonna play team basketball. He gonna play sound basketball. That's what he's gonna do. So I think that's why you really don't hear him mentioned. And like you said, when you hear the other guys, if you didn't look at a stat sheet, who would you think averaged more points between him or Kobe across their career?
You would think Kobe.
You would think Kobe, and when you see it with seasons with Kobe in Kobe's prime or building years, right? In his championship runs, when you see he averaged 23-something points, you're like, what? It's mind-boggling. Like, you won't even think like, yeah, only 23. But that's because when you look at the way Kobe played to where if you got 6 assists from him, you was like, hey, he was swinging that rock. But Kobe played in a way where he was looking to score. He was looking to go at you every single time. He was playing basketball from his vantage point, which was put the ball in a bucket. So you would just naturally think that Kobe would have averaged more points than him.
Now, 3 out of those 5 championships he had, arguably the greatest center of all time. And MVP finals and all of that type of stuff with Shaq. Like Shaq was dominating.
I don't know.
He had
That's
shirt.
a conversation we have before. I don't know if Shaq is arguably one of the greatest centers. I know he's arguably one of the most dominant centers, which is a different thing.
however you want to call it. Shaq
Yeah.
was putting that ball in, and you had to share with Shaq.
Yeah.
Like he had to share with Shaq. Now
Yeah.
he made himself great when he went and did it without Shaq. That's
Yeah.
what put him in a whole nother atmosphere. But prime Kobe, and you could argue his last two championships, Ron Artest and them is probably prime, but prime Kobe, healthy Kobe, he had to share with Shaq. Now, and I'm just saying the type of numbers that LeBron putting up for so long, and he still did it with a Dwayne Wade. Now, Dwayne Wade ain't as good as Shaq, but Dwayne Wade is a Hall of Fame player. Kyrie Irving, arguably, may be a Hall of Fame player, maybe.
Yeah.
But definitely Dwayne Wade, and he
Chris
still
Bosh
put up.
already in the Hall of Fame, ain't he?
I don't know. I don't
I
know
gotta
if
look
he
to
is
see.
or not, but we know for a fact Dwayne Wade will be a Hall of Famer. We know that. Chris Bosh, you have to look that up. Kyrie Irving, arguably, he should be Hall of Fame. If he ain't first
Yeah,
ballot, he
Chris Bosh
definitely
in the
gonna
Hall of
be.
Fame.
Okay, so you got two Hall of Famers on the same team, and then
Ray Allen's going to be a Hall of Famer.
yep, you got Ray Allen that's gonna be there if he ain't already. You got Kyrie Irving should be on there. You know, him playing with these Hall of Fame players and still putting up them type of numbers as a pass first type of player, like you said. LeBron ain't looking to score the ball like that.
Ray Allen Hall of Fame.
You say you already in there?
Yep.
Yeah, so you got all of these Hall of Famers in there. All of them.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I think the difference between them is they took a backseat to LeBron James. Shaq wasn't taking a backseat. Shaq was riding in the front seat with you. Y'all was sitting in the seat at the same damn time.
But what I'm saying is
next to each other.
Even with them taking back seats, even having that type of talent and still being able to put up those scoring numbers. We're not talking about his defense. We're not talking about his passing because it makes it that much easier to pass. If you passing it to a Hall of Famer, why do you think John Stockton got the record that may never be broken? Passing it to Karl Malone. Like Karl Malone is a guaranteed freaking bucket at that time.
Yeah.
You passing it to him, you're going to score.
But imagine. So how big was Karl Malone? 6'9"?
If that.
Let me look this up.
He was solid though.
I'm gonna get to it. Give me 1 second. So Karl
solid.
Malone, 6'9", LeBron James size. Karl Malone didn't have what LeBron James has. So when you take a Karl Malone,
he ain't got his bag. He ain't got his
build, and you add other things as far as, because you would think, bro, a lot of these players can't dribble, they can't shoot, but when you see them, they actually can dribble, they actually can shoot. It's the structure of the systems in which they're playing within, but it's also they're going against other elites. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it a difference. But Karl Malone back then, you put LeBron James in that league, it was only about 169 dude that could get away with playing how the league plays today. Who was that?
Charles Barkley.
Magic Johnson. Charles Barkley, 6'6", if that.
Magic Johnson before Karl Malone.
6'4".
I'm saying he before Karl
But that's
Malone
what I'm saying. He's the only guy that got away with being 6'9", being a point guard player. That's what I'm saying. So even if Karl Malone was able to do so, they weren't really getting off into that back then. So LeBron James has that dominant build with the dominance of he always has the basketball. So it makes more sense why it's like, okay, but if you look, Karl Malone was what? Karl Malone was number 2. He was number 2 until LeBron James surpassed him, right? Did Karl Malone play 20 years?
Nah, he ain't played that long.
Hell no, nobody playing 20 years back then. So Karl Malone,
he played a long time because he came back and played with Kobe to finish his career off. He was on that team with them to finish his career off back in 2001, 2002 when Kobe won that year. Oh, they didn't win that year with Karl Malone, but he came back and played. I don't think he got 20 seasons though, but
yeah,
he came back like how Mike came back with the Wizards. He was on their squad.
Karl Malone had 19.
Yeah, he
so
played
after it's all said and done, he went to 19. So look, LeBron James has the ideal build to be as dominant as he is. We can't take nothing away from him. I would never limit that guy and call him a scorer because there's a connotation behind that identification, which means there's a limitation within your offensive playing style. Like you simply look to get the ball in the bucket. That's what comes with being identified as a scorer. Just like if you call somebody a 3-point shooter, it makes it seem like they're limited to being able to shoot threes. That's why the argument for Steph Curry is he's the greatest shooter of all times, not the greatest 3-point shooter, because Steph Curry can shoot in a variety of ways from any place on the floor. My only disagreement is when you say stuff like that, it discredits his ability to finish. And Steph Curry, way back before he started settling and had as big of a name as being a 3-point shooter, Steph Curry used to be nice as hell when it came to finishing. That sky scoop he used to do over them bigs and send that thing another 10 feet in the air and then it dropped right into the basket. He used to do that stuff from everywhere. You don't see him do that too much nowadays. Probably
But he
after
was
that
getting a
hand
little older.
injury. Yep.
He got
You
them
would think with him getting older, he would do that more often. But he
his
driving
ankles.
less. Yeah.
His ankles.
So
Boy,
hey,
ankles is sauced. He started playing with double ankle braces. Boy, did he miss like half a year, 3/4 of
yeah.
a year? Yeah, he
Early
ain't the
in his
same.
career,
And
yep.
he's mid-30s now. So you know as they get older, they start to shoot the rock. He ain't trying to go down there with them 7-footers.
Yeah.
Everybody down there 7'6", 7 foot. He like, I ain't trying to go down there.
So yeah. So I mean, I don't
Hey,
LeBron James score. LeBron James is a basketball player through and through. That's why he eclipsed the 40K and
what
he's
if
gonna
it,
continue to
okay?
build.
What if he do this for another 2 to 3 years? You know he got to sign his little
LeBron
extension.
James is going to do it for another 2 to 3 years. There's no
What
ifs,
if?
ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, you might wake up one day and be like, I'm done.
While he still has the ability to compete, he's gonna go. It's not gonna be until LeBron when it's like clear evident. Like if the Lakers were in the Spurs position, I think LeBron James would call it quits. That's company he don't want to be in.
Call it quits or demand a trade.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have to trade you. He can
It's,
definitely retire. They can't stop him from doing that.
no, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to see what he do in the next 2 to 3 years. If this man go 20, what he is, 21 year? If he go
Mm-hmm.
23, 24, 25 years doing this type of stuff, this is some godly machine type stuff.
I really think they need to quit BSing. He need to take a significant pay cut, get over to the Warriors, because I like to see him get one more championship and then leave.
Stop.
Uh,
if anything, if anything, LeBron, go home. If
Cleveland,
anything, yes. If anything, go home. Play with your boys and go home.
it will make more
And
sense for him to go to the Warriors than to go to Cleveland.
look, bump all of that. We don't need that. We don't need that KD stigma on yo. Go home. You already
KD
got that with the
stigma. You already
Miami.
got the
Go,
Miami stigma on you.
go here. That's what he don't need no more of that. Go home. Go back home and try to do it again. He did it once, and he go back home, and they was able to keep like a Mitchell and a Garland that we know they can't, but they was able to
Just keep
keep
one of
they.
them.
I'm just saying if they could keep it because they could keep both of them and get rid of Max Struss and put him there. Oh man, go home, LeBron, go home for one more. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to watch if he could go home for one more. That'd be nice, but.
Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron. Let's move on to the San Antonio Spurs. Talking about
San
some.
Antonio.
So the Spurs are out of the playoff contention. It is no longer possible for them to make the playoffs. It's below 1%. So with that being said, would you, if you were the GM slash Pop, bench Wembanyama for the rest of the season? And me personally, I would not. I know he got a little injury going on, but I would get him some minutes. I wouldn't play him crazy, but I would still let him get the experience that he need. At least try to win Rookie of the Year. He still got to play more to win Rookie of the Year. He's gonna be out of contention for that, and just allow him to just get some experience. Anytime you see them trying to beat him up, he start to get limping down the floor, or they falling on top of him, or he getting hurt, take him up out of there. But other than that, I play him. He need the experience
Yeah.
because these boys is mopping him pretty much for the most part. Like they're not scared of Wembanyama. Like the greats, they going straight at him or trying to go straight at him. Your Embiid's, your Giannis's, your Jokic's, they're not scared of Wembanyama. You see Jai ain't scared of him. He a foot shorter than him, literally.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So ain't nobody scared of him. Like they trying to go at him because of his name. So I would let him at least get that experience, and just you're gonna get you a high draft pick, whatever you want to
Yeah.
do, So you're not losing the chances of that. So I would definitely play him.
Oh.
What would you do?
I think, I mean, if it wasn't for the Rookie of the Year, I think they would sit him. Let him keep playing. You know, I'm all about that. Let him continue to play, so that way he can continue to mold into an NBA player. But
That
it
boy
wouldn't
nice.
shock me if, like, anytime it looked like he about to get injured, they pull him and they rest him for a couple of games. Any game where you look at it and you be like, all right, that's gonna be a battle. They got Andre Drummond over there, he get real physical. All right, he ain't playing that game. Stuff
Right.
like that. It will not shock me. That's Pop's culture, and they want to protect that. And they looking into the future. You're not gonna do anything this year. So I mean, maybe there's a conversation with, do you want to get Rookie of the Year? If so, then we'll see what we can do. But that requires you to play games. That requires you to play a certain amount of time in those games. Um, Now, what a suck is if you get hurt playing them 20 something minutes just to get that Rookie of the Year, then you get hurt, and then you got to miss them games, and then you don't even qualify. That's what it sucks. So I think they got a tough choice they had to do.
I think they need to take it a week by week or a game by game. He got to get some time in there. Him sitting on the sidelines, him playing summer ball, that's not gonna get you what you need to
Yeah,
develop into an NBA player. That stuff he was doing overseas is nothing
yeah,
compared. Well, I ain't gonna say it's nothing, but it's not the same level
yeah.
that
It's
it
not
is.
this.
It's not the same level as the NBA. You got to get
Yeah,
some points. The G League stuff you doing, the summer league stuff that you're doing, that's not enough. You got to get in-game experience. And if anything, you can attest to, you can see Zion, you need to play in order to get better. And you ain't playing, you're not gonna get better. You're not gonna get an NBA shape. You're not gonna build NBA strength and all of that stuff. Boys put an elbow in your sternum and you done for.
yeah,
You got to get out there and just play ball and
yeah,
get accustomed to it. Like let that man play ball. That's the only way he's gonna develop is by playing ball. He's got the build of a fragile, breakable person as we see in the KDs and stuff like that. But you also see people like Bi that can play ball that's built like that. Like he could go either way. These he gonna have to build some strength. And I think in-game play is the best way to build that NBA toughness to get into what you need. You need something.
yeah,
So that way y'all can at least see where y'all gonna go with y'all next draft pick. Because the top, from what I'm seeing watching NCAA, the type draft picks is gonna be some bigs coming out, forwards and bigs coming out at the top of the draft class. So y'all gonna try to do a David Robinson, Tim Duncan type thing and get another big, or is y'all gonna try to slide and get a guard or something like that? But what are y'all gonna do? I guess it depends on the type of development Wemby pulling.
yeah,
You know, would you want 2 7'2"? What Wemby 7'6", 7'4", 7'8", whatever, and you got another 7'2", 7'3" start in the starting lineup with him? Is that too much? Is that too big? Is that too long? Is that too slow? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Even though Wembyama has the ability to step out and shoot and stretch the floor a little bit with his athleticism, but still, what are you doing? Because nobody coming out of draft, ain't none of them bigs can move like Wembanyama. Those
yeah,
are like those guys are big bigs. Now I don't know what they got overseas. I ain't seen none of that, but these college boys, they bigs can't move like how Wembanyama can. But all of them shooting. That's just the new thing now. The bigs is shooting. Them center, everybody shoot threes now, boy.
Yeah,
That's a guarantee right there. Everybody can shoot their ball. Uh, my verdict: play that man. Rookie of the year or not, play him as much as you can without him getting hurt.
I could dig that. They ain't gonna do that, but I could dig that.
I mean, and for the fans' sake, them people got season tickets to come and watch him play.
Yeah,
They got 20 games left in the season. You're not finna cheat me out my 20 games. Wembanyama is the only thing selling there. Ain't nobody come to see Trey, and ain't nobody come to see none of them. We all came to see Wembanyama. That's
yeah,
it. You're not finna cheat me out of my 20 games. Give me my money back if I'm a fan. And I just bought these season tickets, and you finna sit him for 20 games. That's 25% of the season.
yeah,
Give me 25% of my money back. If that's what y'all gonna do, we know that don't work like that. Like all these new NBA rules that's been implicated to try to make these players play. Oh, he gonna get out here and play.
So on to another note. What would happen first? Doc Rivers and the Bucks went on an almost 7-game win streak. And the question was, will he go on a 6-game win streak?
Or Scotty Barnes.
Or will Scotty Barnes close his mouth? He got them 6 games.
we got our answer.
Yeah, we got the answer on that.
That boy nice.
Who you talking about?
Reeves.
Oh yeah. That's your guy.
Uh-huh.
Him or Grayson Allen?
Nah, you don't want who? Nah, you don't like Grayson Allen.
That's what I'm asking you. Him or Grayson Allen?
Austin Reeves all day.
I think Grayson Allen's the better shooter.
Obviously, but he ain't the better player.
Hey, Grayson Allen be balling out.
He's a 3 and I don't even say a D, but he plays ball, but he ain't like Austin Rivers. Austin Reeves. Reeves can create a better shot than Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen ain't creating his own shot. He'll pop off the pick, catch and shoot. Austin Reeves going ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Hot sauce you first and then score. But he can hit that jumper too. He ain't as high as Grayson Allen, but he can hit that jumper.
Yeah.
He must. Hey, number 2 on the white boy chart.
So
2.
We can go over some of these injuries. All right. The injury updates. You know, y'all know we used to cover that last year. We ain't really hit it too much this year, but then the list got long and it got real significant. So you got the Russell Westbrook, y'all know about a week or 2 ago, him and Scotty Barnes went out around the same time with fractured hands. Pretty much done until the end of the season, which is tough because it takes one of the 4 superstars away from the Clippers, and it takes the stat sheet stuffer, the team's leading rebounder, scorer, assists, block, steals guy from the Raptors. Westbrook is pretty certain he can make a comeback before the playoffs, which it wouldn't shock me because Westbrook is one of the players that has something that he comes back. Like, I don't know what he got going on, but he makes good timing. You got the Steph Curry ankle injury. They ain't really graded too much, nothing significant. The x-rays and MRIs and everything came back negative, so he's good. They're just gonna reevaluate him ahead of the Mavs game. So hopefully he's straight. If not, just keep letting that man rest. I would say start more defense. Don't start Przemski and Chris Paul. Start Wiggins, and I think we'll be straight. Wembanyama, ankle sprain. I think this got something to do with them being eliminated close to the end of the season. Not gonna overplay him, so any caution they could take, that's what they're gonna do. So they just resting him. I don't think it's anything significant. Sengun left the game today in a wheelchair. They say ankle and or knee injury. I didn't see the play. Did you see it?
But what I did see was Jalen Green.
You talking about the other night when he dunked on who did he dunk on?
It don't even matter. That dunk was crazy.
It was another flyer he dunked on.
That was the hardest dunk I done seen in a minute. Like as far as slamming it down that
Yeah,
hard,
like authority.
intensity. Yes, the intensity on that. That said, oh my god. Hey, they wasn't even at home and everybody was cheering. Like,
Yeah.
dang. Yeah, Segun, that's a tough one for them. That is a tough one for them, boy. I just lost y'all big man. Ooh-wee.
Oh, that was Anthony Simons. That's who he dunked on.
Yep.
Ooh, we got out the way, Anthony. They still pulled out the win against the Kings today, but
they lost their big. I mean, they playing for fun right now anyway.
Yeah, they put out that win against the Kings today. So continuing, you got Karl Anthony Towns he got his meniscus repaired. So
That's
he's
major.
out pretty much until the end of the season. They going with a month, and that a month from today or a month from the 8th puts you at the end of the season. So hopefully he comes back, and that right there is a killer for the Timberwolves.
As we can see.
Yeah,
them Lakers is spanking them now.
I mean, they don't have Rudy Gobert. If they'd had one or the other, I think they would have been straight. But yeah, the Timberwolves, you delaying by a year with that injury. You delayed not by a year, but by next season, by another season, because there's only one championship per season. So that's a hurt. That's a hurt. And then last but not least, one of the major ones, Mathurin. Right labrum, done for the season. That after you traded Buddy Hield and now Mathurin goes out, he's like your bench Kobe. That's a dagger. So I like to see what happened with them young Pacers, with him going out with that injury. But I mean, that's what you got for our injury report. That's what you have with our injury report. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. More to follow on that. But back to what we was talking about earlier with the Warriors, like I say, they shouldn't have started all that offense. They should have started some defense. And Klay Thompson did what he's supposed to do, but I don't understand not playing Looney. We lost the rebound battle by like around 10 or more. We win games when we win the rebound battle, the assist battle, and stuff like that. We lost the rebound battle. We needed rebounds. Nobody on our team had more than 6 rebounds, I believe.
Hey, Kerr may be like a mini Donald Trump or something. Because you stop playing. It's he running some type of dictatorship, man. Like this dude, why you not playing these guys? He wasn't playing Moody for a while.
And Moody was playing awesome.
Y'all was playing good, and he wasn't even hurt. And then he stopped playing him, like completely took him out of rotation.
Yeah.
And now he back. Looney has been the most consistent player.
Most available.
In the NBA, not just y'all team, in the NBA. Outside of Mikal Bridges, who play every single game, like this dude is extremely consistent. What he gives you, he's going to give you. And you just take him out. And you bench him like he wasn't there to help y'all win that championship. Like, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. It make me feel like Steve Kerr, if you say something about him, he bench you.
Yeah.
What you wearing, Kerr?
You gotta be out in the public with like what Kaminga did.
What are you wearing, Kerr? Oh, that's funny. You don't like my outfit?
Bitch. I don't get it. We losing rebound battles and we don't play Looney. Sarge gets 3 minutes. Like it don't make sense to me. Quinones, I'd be like, all right, you great. We ain't got time for you this season. Wiggins, you ain't showing up. We ain't got time for you this game. That's what you got to get them bigs on the court because they matter. But shout out to that boy Luka Doncic. he making history, boy.
35 mil. He secured the bag. He do what he want now.
Hey, he secured it like Wiggins and Jordan Poole did. Now
gotcha.
Hey,
you back shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck.